Here we have this abandoned bicycle in the middle of the woods. It's an old racing bike from the 10-speed road bike era, from sometime around the 1970s. It is a Stannah. Don't they make Stannah? Oh, Setanta Sports, England. That's what it's branded anyway. Who actually made it? I have no idea. It's called the Duchess. It's a lady's bike. It's obviously very pink. But it would have been very pink. It's faded over the 40 or so years that it's been on this earth. There's a bike lock on here. Didn't do it much good. It's just been dumped in the woods and had its wheels bent by kids and left here to rot for about probably 30 years, looking at the state of it. I believe it was actually over there at one time. And that farming implement over there, it was just sitting there. Which is kind of strange. But yeah, so what we got then? Steel wheels, obviously. It's got a Falcon rear derailleur, yeah, Falcon derailleur. Obviously it's friction shift back then. I'm trying to find the shifters. There you go. They're your friction shifters. They would have sat up here. Some had them on the down tube, and some had them on the top tube, and some had them on here. It's got the old frog's leg brakes, so you could have your hands on the top bar, on the hoods, if you like. Well, not on the hoods, but on the bars. And you could use those to slow down, or if you were going super aero, you could have your hands on the drops, and you'd have the brakes there. It's obviously a lugged frame, so that means it's braze welded together, not welded electrically with TIG or anything like that. This is a really low-end bike. Well, not really low-end, but you know, an average bike for the 1970s. The cranks are held on with these collar pins. Well, they should be held on with collar pins. Let's have a look at the other side. That's actually like a bolt. I know they had a bolt. There's two types: the type with the bolt and a nut, and then the ones with the cotter pin you pin over with a hammer. And yeah, that's what that is. I know no idea who made this, but I think it was like a low end. Yeah, it's definitely a very low end bike, like the sort of thing you get out of a catalogue, something like that. Still reasonable quality compared to today's Walmart bikes. It has the full metal mudguard. I actually really hate these, or any kind of like mudguard that's solid. What can happen is you can get a bit of dirt on the tyre, a bit of stick will sit on the tyre, a bit of stick or a stone will stick to the dirt, wedge itself up under the mudguard and lock your wheel up. It's especially bad if it happens to the front wheel. Yeah, not fun. Anyway, that concludes the video on the long forgotten, abandoned 1970s ladies road bike. That concludes this video.